Alright, so today I'm doing Kid Buu. There's not really too much to talk about him. There are some changes here and there, but they're not too major. But I want to do another one. So if y'all can get me to, let's say, another 3,000 likes. Actually, let's do 3,500. Let's aim a little higher. If you can do 3,500 likes, I'll cover GT Goku. He actually got a lot of changes. So there's a lot of things to talk about him and how he'll be this season. So if you want to see that, hit the like button. If you don't want to see that, hit that like button anyway, so you know how to deal with what his changes are, or you'll have a more in-depth knowledge into what happened to him this season and how to deal with it. So here's the Kid Buu stuff. I hope you like it, because Kid Buu wins again, baby. Alright, enjoy the video. Alright, so for today's video, we're going to be talking about the changes that happened to Kid Buu. Surprisingly, or I should say, not surprising, nothing really happened to Kid Buu. You would think of all characters, Kid Buu would have got touched too, right? No, they basically left Kid Buu intact. He's basically the same character he was before. I don't know who's behind the balance change updates, but whatever. I play him, I'm not complaining. So let's go and run down what changed. Like I said, it's not too much, so this probably is not going to be too long of a video. So let's start with EX Mystic Ball. Before this move, you could hit it after a super dash relatively easy, right? You know, you super dash and then you Mystic Ball, boom, get it a hit like that, right? Well, they made the startup slower, so now you're gonna be whipping most of the time if you catch them in a really awkward spot. Like let's say they're jumping, right? Because people love to jump in this game. Mystic Ball, it'll whiff, right? Even up here, Mystic Ball, it'll barely hit them. So unless you know you have the right angle, it's not really worth throwing out after a super dash as much as it used to be, because there's more of a chance that you whip now because the startup is more than what it used to be. I don't remember what it was in last season. All I know is that they nerfed the startup. So you can still throw it out, but it won't be as consistent as it was in the other season. Another change that they gave Kid Buu was they actually buffed the damage on Arm Ball. I don't know what it is. I don't know how much it does now, but the follow-up combo is not as scaled as hard. It's a pretty neat buff. It's not going to be, I guess, too consistent, right? You know, people just don't stand there and get hit by Arm Ball too often. But when it does hit, you know, that 1 in 50, 1 in 100 chance or whatever, it's a nice little damage buff. It's pretty cool. I don't think it applies to the assist. I'm pretty sure it only applies to the point character. But I'll take it. It's a buff. No complaints here. Sorry, everybody that hates Kid Buu. All Kid Buu haters are gonna downvote this video. Hold that shit, alright? We take those. This is a dub, dude. Here, look at this dub I'm throwing at you. You gotta hold this dub. Hold this ball, dude, all up in your grill. Now, this next thing isn't a change to Kid Buu this season, but I feel like I have to put it in here anyway because there's still not people doing this. So here's a nice friendly reminder. If somebody vanishes on you, right? You know, let's say, I don't know, heavy vanish, right? You know, oh, so you say that, my bad. Heavy, vanish, boom, saved, right? All of you would still just sit there and block this. Stop blocking this, please. It's not real. What you can do instead is you can command grab. Look at that, boom. Your pressure is not my pressure. Thank you. I get a free combo. Oh my god, you thought you could vanish half a bar? Oh no, you are now going to explode because you thought you could do something you couldn't. So please, just a crumb of EX command grab on a bad vanish and put it anyway. Even if it's a true block string off, let's say Kamehameha, you're not gonna get hit anyway. So please, just do it for me one time, alright? One time for me. EX command grab, bad vanishes, go for it anyway. It doesn't matter if it's a true string, because like I said, you'll block it anyway. It's always worth going for if you see your opponent try to vanish after they make you block. Especially considering that even if they do a bad vanish, right, sometimes you can't 2H in time, you know, because you'll be in block stun for too long. For example, I got hit because you can't 2H there. The gap's not big enough, but you can't EX command grab. So please do this just for me one time. This next thing is probably the biggest nerf to Kid Buu, and it's not even a big nerf. I remember when this first came out, people were like, oh, Kid Buu's dead, oh my god, his pressure. And I just sat there so confused. So you can no longer do IDML, right? Because the L will always ref. Doesn't matter if you're the biggest character in the game. Doesn't matter if you start with LML, right? The follow-up button is still gonna whiff. Well, here's the thing. it's still a mix-up, because if I do this, I get the heavy, right? I get falling heavy. That's gonna hit you, right? Great, perfect. We still have mix-up. Or if I do this, I can now go low. It's still a mix-up. It's still there. Oh, say what? You start with the light, and then you whip the next light, and you go low. Oh wait, just kidding. I went overhead. It's still a mix-up. It's still there. It's not even that big of a nerf. And if they stand block it when you go for it, it's gonna hit. It's a mix-up, right? I don't know what people were thinking, that this was gonna somehow injure Kid Buu's pressure and mix-ups. No, it's still intact. All right, don't listen to people. Kid Buu is still as strong as ever. He is the highest tier, I promise you. Same character with some small changes that don't even matter. His pressure and everything is still intact. He's still gonna be on almost every team. People are gonna hate him. People are gonna love to hate him. Stay strong, Kid Buu mains, because he's basically the same character. This gravy train has no breaks. Through every season we have been nerfed, and we're still on top. Hold that shit, non-believers. There's some other changes Kid Buu got, like some of his buttons are easier to hit, but it's not too big of a deal. You don't see it too much in gameplay, right? You won't really notice the difference, so I don't really have to cover that. Now let's move on to his new assists, right? I personally feel that these new assists are for people who couldn't combo into armball, so they gave you more, or I should say they gave you simpler options, right? You know, Mystic Ball, but it's an awful assist in my opinion. Only 32 frames of block stun, 25 frames of startup. It's not the fastest, and it doesn't have the most stun to it, right? And then his C assist, it's alright. It's a beam. You know, you get the knockdown, you get the extension, right? And if you want Kid Buu for a beam assist, right, then I guess if you don't want to play like a Goku or a Yamcha or a Krillin, you could run that. It's not the worst assist, it's pretty good for a C assist. However, I still think Armball is his strongest assist. You know, yeah, it may take some practice to combo into it, but that's probably the biggest thing that holds back this assist for a lot of people. But there's a lot of ways to just get guaranteed combos from it. You know, obviously there's like the harder extensions that do take some practice. Also, this doesn't work on Brawly, so this is a bad example. My man is immune to this extension. Sometimes anyway. Still hit him. I could have confirmed and killed him. You've seen that TLD. I'm sure you, at least at some point on my stream. But yeah, just find a way to combo into Armball. It's too strong of an assist to replace on him, just for the simple fact that you get unreactable 50-50s across the board with any character. And his other two assists, I don't think they're worth it, especially his B assist. I think Mystic Ball as an assist is awful. In fact, can you even combo off of it if it hits him in the air? It should juggle, right? Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah, it does cause a ground bounce, but it's not worth it. Just get used to Armball. Worst case, Ren beam assist. You lose too much of you lose too big of a resource if you don't have Armball. It's how many frames of block stun are you in? Let me see. Yeah, oh, is it 57 across the board? Hold on. It is 57. Okay, yeah, 57 frames of block stun. You don't want to lose that compared to the other two assists. Just lab a little bit, find out guaranteed ways to combo into Armball, and you won't have to worry about bothering with the two other assists. Unless you want a beam assist and you want Kid Buu and you don't want to play another character to beam assist. You know, that's the only exception I could see. But please keep Armball. All in all, my opinion, Kid Buu's still top tier. Easily still top 5. No question about it. Strong as ever. These nerfs, quote unquote nerfs, don't mean a damn thing to him. He's fine. He's still the same character he was before. Still has the same setups, you know, damage, all that stuff that he had last season, with a minor tweak here or there that you're not gonna notice. Aside from EX Mystic Ball, right? That the startup does change your post super dash options a little bit, but it doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. So he's still fine. There wasn't too much to cover here. So keep playing him. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be doing more of these For the characters that I know personally, I don't really want to touch characters that I don't know well enough. So if you see my streams, you know who I know pretty well. If you don't watch my stream, you'll learn to see who I know pretty well through this little series. Thank you for watching. Take it easy.